Thanks everybody for coming out. Jeff and Joe all the way from East Coast. So nice of you, just for this. I'm just going to read a few poems and just power through them and go away to some music. First one is called Jazz as Is. Bringing to mind the lion, once black, who sunned himself so long on this hot rock, his belly's gone bare and hair red, ragged black, raging still, and yet, in that I believe, what to the touch is red is black. The joist impels, accidental doubling and inversion, fingers running on own eyes, on own apart somehow from thinking mind, bringing to mind the roughing tongue. To speak with the requisite looseness is equal to accuracy and exactness. Speech is gamble, after all, is risk, is ambulance, and requisitely so. Need any more be said than what need be spoke? Question the need, not need the question. And is it the minimal rhythm? The 1, 2, twice, and twice again? This is called Trace. Unable to find our shadow, we take refuge in the shade, which is the shadow of the earth. Leviathan, the night we are all a part of. The far side of ourselves oscura, nel mezzo del camin. Under our thumb the wraiths encroach, figments of us from out which form our borderlines, and filaments of lack, in canary red, not yellow, as birds would suggest, but red as their premonitions. Trust, threaded, the veil is impossibly leaden, meaning too heavy to lift, too heavy not to make light of. Our love in the bower, the folly, the anchor, an abstraction of green, hedging in the remove. And this is called Split. Him in the baritone of her ardor, there in the commercial gardens on Grand Avenue, Grand Boulevard of no Parisian compare, air emoted, castle not palace, not recollected. The length of the line dictates, pluraling action, or vice versa. Double V Germanisms transmuted stateside, as it would fit on or in the previous illinear locality, and not bareness, beveled, if we might then venture past Aprils, past orchards, the scent recomposed in yard, rattling around in the brilliant dark. This is called Call It Longing. It's easy to pick out what's different, reduce body to its beauty mark, redwood to its knot, what red would mean in any other landscape. The fore and other corners, fire and other odors of backlots. We run into old friends. Some won't remember you, others won't let you say no to another drink. Call it longing, call it lingering, wanting something remembered, something left behind it all. The tart lock, the key of G sharp, pepperwood cheap and stringent. This is its character, this elegiac, this mild drunk after victory. And this is called Glory. Jeff and Joe published this one. Their need to be accepted, just thought their clothing. Now you're being less human, a poet. Broken teeth of communication, your generation ununderstanding how apple trees can sway so, laden as they are with the ghosts of fruit picked. I beg forgiveness for my temporality, the time I spent and flowers left in the cafe you'd never come to. But regret is the great engine. Not everything needs to be written down. Even what perhaps should be, will be, regretted not having been. But forgive me, wishing it might be better, be later. A poor man's recreation is glory.